What's up? What's up, people? What's up, people? Welcome to the Art on Decks live show once again. Every Sunday, you know what we do. You know what we do. Um, yeah, we got a few things to talk about. Usually, I do one show. I got a couple of topics I want to talk about. Right now, we're gonna focus on the this BET Tyler Perry joint. All right, let me see. Let me see. Um, According to the good brothers at EYL, they reported that Tyler Perry bought BT, right? And I was looking for it. I was looking for cut this background stuff down. I was looking for the confirmation. You know what I'm saying? And it's been kind of like multiple confusing reports. You know, it's multiple reports. Like it's he sold. I mean, he bought it. He didn't buy it. So I'm just gonna go through a few. Let me see. Let me see if I nah. Let's see. Present. I'm gonna share my screen real quick. Um, Let me just show you guys what I'm talking about. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Look at this right here. Look. All right. According to New York Post, Paramount's BET sale in doubt as Tyler Perry bulks at $3 billion price. This is reported 5 days ago. Um, then you have a report right underneath that. This is the St. Louis American. Never heard of that. Shout out to everybody in St. Louis. I know some good artists in St. Louis. Um, it's saying that he finalized the deal. You know what I'm saying? So let's look at some headlines real quick. All right, 4 days ago, Tyler Perry is both same thing. Daily Mail just copy what New York posted. That's nothing, whatever. The Shadow League, Tyler Perry did not buy BET, but if he does, three sport programs would like to see made. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Um, I'm gonna assume that he didn't buy it. Hold on. Fox Atlanta. See what I'm saying? Like, look at this. No, this is a week ago. This is kind of old. This is Atlanta. Congratulations for Tyler Perry over historic BT VH1 purchase. But did it actually happen? Basically, it didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it happened yet. I don't think it happened yet. Um, let's go back to that joint right there. But did it happen? Did it happen? I don't think it happened yet. You know what I'm saying? Because if it did, it'll be a lot more news. Um, it'll definitely be a lot more. Now, I'm gonna give my opinions on some of the shows I believe Tyler Perry or anybody who listens should create. I think I gave my opinion before, where I don't think Tyler Perry should buy it by himself. I mean, like, it's not impossible for it to run well or great. They had single owners before, but to represent the full culture, I think. Well, he could put other people in control of it, but I don't think Tyler Perry represents the entire hip hop culture. That's my only problem with that. But let's get into it. We're gonna intro real quick. What's up, people? Welcome to the Architects Live. We highlight and break down all things creative in the culture. This right here is culture, and hopes to help artists like you. All right. When they put Diddy in the mix of buying it, I kind of was like, okay, cool. Diddy can do it, right? As far as the entertainment side, but Diddy already has a vote. And like that don't really make too much sense either. Like it's traffic on the road. It ain't bad, but it ain't great. Kind of struggling, maybe because of where the station is listed at or whatever. But I thought of the idea of like a few different owners, and it like and this you have like Tyler Perry, Diddy, maybe a sport business guy, like multiple facets of the culture coming together, right? And everybody kind of takes like a section thing. That to me that to me, I think when we grew up, BT was what it was, right? Um, BT was mainly entertainment. It was black entertainment television, right? So for junior high school, so especially young teenagers, BT. You know what I'm saying? You don't need more than that. But I think where it could go in the future and what we need right now, probably what we need back then as well. But when we mention culture, we're talking black culture, black American culture. I think to go better, further than what it did before, is gonna take more than one vision, one person, right? So I think there should be collective to represent what we want our culture to actually, right? So definitely, a person like Diddy should be involved, right? Or maybe somebody even younger, more whoever who represents the culture right now, as far as like hip hop. Um, oof, Diddy might be he's still in there, but he kind of he kind of aging out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I might say Jay at this point is better than Diddy, as far as like Jay's better looking than Diddy. I ain't gonna lie. Business wise, um, still very relevant music. Diddy putting out like trash. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Jay still taking over verses. Like this dude is like, you know what I'm saying? Um, not putting out album, but that's supposed to be to a degree. You know, like he's like this. He just found like key moments to kind of show presence and kill it. Kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like he's doing that. He doing that. Um, who be a good representative? Um, Drake. Drake. No, I take Drake is very popular, but no, not Drake. Trying to think who's Khaled. I think, to be honest, I ain't gonna lie, he's not black, but I think Khaled would be a good hand. This might be controversial, you know what I'm saying? But I think he needs to be in the mix. I'm trying to think of somebody who has a pulse on the culture when it comes to music and kind of what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? So I think Khaled, definitely with music, like he knows all the young, hot new people, get that sound. He knows everybody. He don't just know everybody. He knows the songs he put out connect. I can't think of somebody more musical. So his voice, I believe, I think he deserves it. You know what I'm saying? Little Wayne's, a lot of these execs are kind of old and kind of just like there. You know what I'm saying? Who's actually like, really in the mix? Cal's really in the mix. Jay's kind of, he's more business wise, but he's, what I'm saying? So I say Jay Z. As far as business, Tyler Perry, movies. He represents like maybe the older crowd, maybe more feminine crowd. You know what I'm saying? Just who we are. We have that, like I remember watching the tapes. I go to a girl's house and I'm like, what the hell is this? This trash watching. You know what I'm saying? Like he that dude was there. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's not everybody's cup of tea. I don't watch every movie came out. I watched the first one because it was like a cultural moment, right? And I'm proud of his success. Um, but he definitely has, click. He would be where he's at, right? Um, Sports. Cameron got the flyest sports show right now. You know what I'm saying? But um, or any ex player, ex NBA, NFL, whatever player, we definitely need a sports section. I don't think we really had a sports. Did we have a sports section before in hip hop? I'm gonna run down the, some of the lists that we used to watch on BT. Let me see if I can look at all the programming. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. BT, BT, BT. BT, BT, BT. Da, 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 da. All right. While I look for that, uh, let me go check this out real quick. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on. Where did it show at? All right. All right. Clearly, I think the biggest show they had. One oh six. This shit look crazy. Hold on a second. 106 in Park was, I guess, the answer to MTV's uh, TRL. Um, Going forward, I definitely think we need a video countdown show. Those video countdown shows were very, very um prominent. Now, this is one thing too. We can't just do all the old shows and bring them back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the times changed and we got this internet, social media. So we gotta modernize all this stuff. The reason why I think a video show will do very well in this time, because everybody puts these videos out and they kind of go nowhere. They do nothing. It's like, the baby had a string of dope videos, very creative, and it's like, so what? It's like it doesn't even, it don't mean nothing no more, right? So if we had a show where we actually could break down these videos, maybe categorize them, not just the top 10 videos, maybe like maybe create different categories. The best independent videos, the best uh videos from this era. Like, because right now there's so many people in the culture, so many people creating music, where it's not like just signed to the same 4 or 5 labels and shot to the top. You got a small select group of people. Everybody's in the culture now. So how do we categorize it? How do we compartmentalize certain things of, like, what I'm saying? Like, we got the drill scene. So it could be like top 10 drill videos, right? Because they doing them every week. It ain't like before, you get 2 videos a year kind of thing. Now it's like you get 2 videos a week, right? So the best Southern, the best West Coast, so create these different categories for some, basically create a home for all of these videos being made so they can mean something. That would be the point of it. That would be the point, right? Let's go see. Here we go. Look at this.
One of Cash Money's brightest stars, y'all. With his first album, The Block is Hot, this young rapper brought the heat, and
man.
with his last album, Lights
You
Out,
remember this?
no doubt he's continued to shine.
That's right. Now he's preparing to release his 3rd album, 500 Degrees. And what else would you expect from a hot boy? Give it up for Lil Wayne, y'all.
Come on, look at Wayne.
What out, 106.
No locks in this here. This is that fireman way right here.
All right.
What up? What up?
Give it up for Wayne, y'all.
What up,
Lil
106?
Wayne.
Lil
All right,
Wayne.
so you need, so
I appreciate
you need
that.
to,
I appreciate that a whole lot, man.
So some of these
You
girls
need
drove
that.
here and got tickets to get here. They was driving so fast to get to y'all.
I'm gonna pay for that.
Oh,
Uh
I'm gonna pay for that.
oh,
you
that's
need
sweet.
to
See,
oh.
now
show
your,
the,
your album's
you know,
about to
the
come out. You're calling it 500 degrees.
kind of highlight our
And Juvenile's
videos.
first album was 400 degrees. In relation to the title?
I mean, it's just like
We need we
it's
we
just
had
like, you know what I'm
was it
saying, 400
BT
Degrees was
News
the
or I
best-selling
forgot
Cash
the
Money
news show they
album we
had.
put out yet. You know
That's
what I'm
Let me go
saying?
double
Right.
check.
So it's just
the
like
BT
I'm just like
Let's
it
do
was
the
like
rundown
Jay-Z
of
did the
all the
blueprint with KRS-One.
BT.
I'm just giving
What do you call
credibility
it?
to 400
Programming.
Degrees and
Oh,
talking
Program.
about 500.
BT
You know
All
what I'm
right.
saying?
programming.
Stop.
No doubt. Our Cash Money albums are
Let's go to
always usually
Wikipedia,
produced in house,
Wikipedia.
mainly by Manny Fresh. Did you use any outside producers for this album?
Yeah, always ran it fresh. That's the Cash Money
Okay.
producer extraordinaire.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's the whole
fly.
episode. I think that's
Okay.
this is
All right, so
episode.
We're gonna pull
we're
up.
gonna
Let me
play
see
the
what
video.
y'all
Lil
got.
Wayne
We're gonna pull
talks
up something. You
about
gotta
Kiss
tell us
Birdman.
where the
What was-
video's
That was
from.
what's so
very
special?
What's so
Gotta help
special
out.
about it? You can tell us how
That's
much you
kinda weird.
dropped for the props.
For the car.
pimp.
Okay.
That was kind of weird. All right, watch this show right here. BT. Remember this right here? Teen Summit. Look at this right here. Lisa Johnson's West Side Connection, Melly Mel. Yeah, this was fire.
Coast jump in, West Coast
Yeah,
Connection. What's your perspective, fellas?
I think
what you said is very important, that everybody got to remember that this is
it seems like they've included every rapper. Everybody has a problem. I don't have a problem with anybody, and I know there's a lot of other rappers out there that don't have
We
problems
don't really
with
have
anybody else. There's not a war between East Coast and West Coast rappers or any other rappers. It was a beef between. That
I'm saying, but it's not all bad. Because listen, ain't nobody got no handhold on coming up broken poor. Of course I did, right? But it was some good things that.
See any cotton around here lately?
West Side Connection.
Even one of those Mac 10 Ice Cube.
The next single off the album.
The
Yeah.
next single off the album. The next single off the album will be "Gangsters Make the World Go Round," and then after, yeah, we gonna do that for you. And
So
we'll
this
do
is
another
like-
single or
like, you know,
two on this
team,
album. And then everybody, going back to normal, do their solo albums. You know what I'm saying?
So we can expect a solo album from both of you?
Oh yeah,
Near
for sure.
future?
Oh, yeah, for
Okay,
sure.
we're looking forward to it. We are out of time now, but we do want to get last comments. Any
Serious-
issues, any comments, any kind of advice you want to give with our viewers?
Well,
serious-
I just really don't want the audience to like
Yeah,
get involved with this West Coast, East Coast thing. You know, it's an industry thing,
Yeah,
and what's happening is
we
the
don't have
magazines that we look at have taken things that happen in the back room of industry and placed them on the front line. You know, so
All right, run down this list real quick. Hold on. Can we do former programmer? Let's do former programmer. Or they got it listed. They got it listed by categories. Oh wow. Okay, cool. What is this?
Nothing is playing right now.
I'm not talking to you. Okay, here we go. All right, remove this right here. All right. Present, invite, share screen. Yada, yada, yada. Yada, yada, yada. All right, here we go. Look. I'm gonna go. Let's go back. Oh, Cedar's World, whatever that was, that internet joint. Yeah, that was weird. That was trash. Okay, the way we do it. Hey Moni, don't remember that one. All right, let's get to the real stuff. A 50 Central, that was trash. Let's go back to the 90s. All right, look, here we go. They had Comic View. That was like Russell Simmons had Def Comedy Jam. Comic View was like their version, the kind of their that was their try at it. I used to watch Comic View. I used to watch Comic View a lot. 92 to 2008, they had a 6 year run or 8 year run, however you should, whatever month it came out. Then they tried again in 2014. Um, Comedy being a part of the culture, comedy is definitely like it's the three categories in hip hop. I mean, in hip hop culture, I would say is music, sports, and I think comedy is probably number three. I think comedy is probably number three. Um, Kevin Hart, Cat Williams, come on, got Dave Chappelle. Um, I think we can have a. I think we need to put a comedy. Oh, plus, yeah, we need a comedy branch. See, hook up with Kevin Hart. He's good with the business, the programming. Let him produce some shows. He got his own like little internet stuff going, popping too, whatever. Um, cause you got I would say more like established comedians, but then social media is full of this new skit comedians too. You know what I'm saying? So find a place to kind of highlight that. Um, that's something I thought Diddy should have did with Revolt. Take the internet and kind of put it on TV. That's just my, my opinions again. So definitely we need some kind of comedy in there. All right, let's go. 2000s, we had this show called How I'm Living. Never heard of that. Let's see. Kaj Hill was trash. I think I tried to watch it like 5 minutes of that shit. Like, this is one thing I hate about when white folks bought BET. They started doing everything MTV was doing, and they just did it with a lower budget. It was so insulting. I think what did MTV have? I think they had like a college show or something, and it was clearly like you could just see it like the same way we get treated in America. It was like, all right, here's your version of it, and it's gonna be a tenth of the budget. It was trash. Um, uh, yeah, Baldwin Hills. Okay, whatever. All right, here we go. Sunday Bets, a reality TV show. Okay, that was about Kirk Franklin. I never watched that, obviously. Um, I'm a heathen. Nah, I'm a heathen. But yeah, this is hold on a second. This is what I do think. Clearly, spirituality is big in our culture, right? You know what I'm saying? Now, and BT, they had. I remember waking up, on Sunday. You clean your house before you go outside. You gotta clean up. And while I was cleaning up, I was hearing that shit in the background. You know what I'm saying? All that slave music and stuff. Oh, right. So nothing wrong with that. I grew up in church, whatever. That's why I'm making fun of it. Now, it is a place for that. Clearly, for businesses and market for it. So it's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. But how do we do better? How do we go forward? How do we continue to grow? Right? How do we push the culture forward? Which Danny Simmons put me on to. One, I don't think it should just be Christianity. I think we should have. I think I'm gonna keep it real. Just maybe here we go. If you're really about the culture, I think Farrakhan should have a show. Look, I don't know how, what time, whatever that case was. You're gonna have the regular TD Jake stuff. Boom, no problem. This should be a show for Farrakhan. I'm gonna say NOY period. NOY Nation of Islam show. There should be a Nation of Islam show on BET. Then to go even further, this is where we get. We need a show still on the religion base. It could be on Sunday, Saturday, whatever. Probably mostly Sunday. We gotta talk We gotta have discussion about religion and spirituality, where people could learn. One of the things I grew up in church, they had the service, and then we had this thing called Sunday school, where we actually was taught about a little bit about the actual Bible kind of stuff, but more so about the stories of it. So, growing up, I always focus on like the point of these stories, not the actual like realism of it. You know what I'm saying? So I think we should focus on. There should be a show to kind of talk about some of the details, facts, and points, and conversation, all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Um, Based around black context. You know what I'm saying? Uh, what are these different denominations? Why do they exist? What year did this happen? What that kind of stuff. If you get too deep, you probably won't be religious no more. You know what I'm saying? Like when you know too much, you're like, oh, okay, you kind of wake up, whatever. But not even just to convert or change somebody's opinion, just for information. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to. How long are we gonna continue to be deaf, dumb, and blind? Right? Um. So have a Christian network, Nation of Islam network, um, and then just like general kind of like conversation and base like a what we just learning. You know what I'm saying? What role did the Catholic Church play in the slave trade? Hey, why does the Catholic Church own so much property in Africa? Hey, you see what I'm saying? Like, let's get into it. Let's get into it. We not we just talking facts. We just talking facts. That would help us a lot. You know what I'm saying? How do we fix it? How do we atone? How do we that kind of stuff? You know what I'm saying? Hmm. When did black people become Christian? Things, like that kind of stuff. We just talking facts. We not, you know what I'm saying? Let's continue to go down the list. Let's go down the list. Um, Kind of want to see the '90s. Yeah, Bobby Jones gospel. This shit came out in the '80s. Yeah, that shit was going on since 2016. He was getting money. Bobby Jones was getting bread. So yeah, I was definitely listening to that. Video Soul. Yeah, that was more R&B. So you see what I'm saying? We got like Rap City, uh, One Season Park, Video Soul. These are different categories. So today we need different categories for videos, and then also just music. You know what I'm saying? We got this style, that style, etc., etc. So we have a lot of programming. A lot of uh, opportunity to create a lot of programs. Of course, Rap City, bass, that kind of stuff, classic stuff, classic. So we got to talk to the culture. Yo, hits from the street. Yo, that's when I first picked up the camera. I actually wanted to be doing something. Let me see what else. There's a bunch of reality. Oh, yeah, okay. Keisha Cole, and also like reality shows. Music music show. Be Access Grant. Access Grant was dope. Access Grant, the American television series, featured a depth look with planning, film production, R&B, hip hop, music, right? Okay. So yeah, so shows like that's cool. You know what I'm saying? When behind the scenes of the video shoots, so we can still do things like all right, let's get out of those shows and stuff. All right, they had specials. Spring Break was dope. Spring Break, that kind of stuff. I ain't gonna lie. One thing we can do too, create shows it's like the Cosby Show and different world where it influences you to go to college. College show didn't do that. College show did not make you go to college. Spring Break made you what? Be in college, go to yo, all that, not just regular spring break and time, but the MTV spring break. Ooh. Whoa, you know what I'm saying? Um, Stuff like that is fire. Reality shows, yeah, yeah. I already said that, yeah. All right, so some educational programming, politics. EYL should be on there with the whole literacy movement. They're their own vote, so same thing. Put them on, we got mass shows. That news channel, what I'm saying, like MTV News every 10 minutes, whatever. Kind of do the same thing for us from our perspective. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times when things happen on the news and stuff, it's not really our voice. You know what I'm saying? Right. This is another thing I think is dope. I think we need to go to get bigger and better, right? We need global hip hop shows. We live in a global economy. We got bricks popping off. You know what I'm saying? We got Brazil, South Africa. We're getting more connected. Internet is connected, right? People like the biggest artist today is right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Besides that, Bad Bunny, the, like it's worldwide. So why just say natural? Like, especially we're talking black, right? It's black entertainment. Black people are just is it so that there are more black people than anywhere else on the planet besides depending on some years Nigeria wins, some years they off by like 100,000. Think it ain't America, it ain't Kenya, it ain't Ghana, Brazil, Portuguese. They're Latino, right? They're black. They identify as black. The government identifies them as black, which means actually more people like, who don't, don't identify as black. I should tell you. I should tell you right. There's hundreds of millions of people in Brazil, right? Not saying just Brazil. It should be global. One, we're a global diaspora. You know what I'm saying? The first, and because of what I think recently happened, we're all over the place. Um, but then to double down on that, culture. Everybody's doing us without us. Dr. Claude Anderson calls that a trade deficit. Russia, they call it K-pop. Okay, sounds like hip hop and R&B to me, just in a different language. Reggaeton, blah blah blah, and it's reggae, hip hop, R&B. It's always been connected. That's the thing. Our different people, even with Afrobeat, reggae, we always connect. We always DeVito goes to Atlanta. We don't have a problem working together. You know what I'm saying? Reggae artists work with rappers from the beginning. Like we don't have that issue. But when other people do what we're doing, it's not reciprocated. They call it something else. They do like they pretend they're doing. They basically do the what's that dude's name? He's actually very talented too, but just the way they move. Um, what's that dude's name? Post Malone? You know what I'm saying? They do the Post Malone. They do the you know you know, that kind, the Justin Timberlake thing. You know what I'm saying? They do that thing. Um, so look, if we had a global network, global shows that highlighted hip hop in Brazil, hip hop in China, hip hop in Korea, hip hop like you hear like a lot of the older artists they travel and they get more respect in these other countries. Let's show that when we have a platform that we own, we get to dictate and control the culture. We don't own our own culture. You know what I'm saying? So people could take what we're doing, call it something else, go somewhere else, and be like, oh yeah, we're doing this, right? And then you got these other like Chinese, Japanese companies buying your catalog, creating it, X you out, don't need you no more, got your catalog already. Then they got their people doing it, and then they're banning you from coming over to get the money. It's a chess game. You know what I'm saying? How do we combat that? We own it. We sign those artists. We got the biggest Chinese rapper. We got the biggest Chinese R&B. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's literally what they're doing over here. You know what I'm saying? You look at it like they're giving you a little bit of money. They're buying your control. They're literally buying your culture. How much you want for the catalog? Hell yeah. Once they own all your classic stuff, they're doing it over there. Their people's doing it. They don't. What's the point of even having you? Like they could play your music. Like they own your music. They don't need to hire you to come. Like they don't need you, right? Um. So I think global shows. Also, look, think about it. When I was in Egypt, I think it was 6 or 7 hours ahead of time, right? So 12 o'clock at night is 7 in the morning, right? So instead of having BT Uncut play for 6 hours overnight where there's no programming, put these shows that's on around the world that's in their time zone that you're not playing nothing anyway. You're not playing nothing. These whack ass commercials that come on 2 in the morning, like you know what I'm saying? Like keep this thing running 24 hours. And it just makes the brand that much bigger, like a worldwide brand. I'm giving y'all free game. BT, whoever, yo, stop. I was gonna say my connect who works at BT, but I won't put his name out there like that. You know what I'm saying? But come on, free game for the culture, right? All right. Like I said, instead of showing soft porn 2 in the morning on BT, put a show that highlights Brazil, put a show that highlights China, put a show that highlights Russia. One, we get to learn something. They get to learn. They get to get highlighted. We get to let's sign those acts. Let's let's make money off of those. Whatever, whatever. It just opens up the market more for us. One thing I do like that BT is doing. Let's continue to go down the list. Let me see. BT Star, Red Carpet. Okay, we need some more award shows. We gotta fix the award show thing. That's a whole nother. I don't even want to get into that. That's a whole nother thing. They got Rock Nation Sports. That didn't last long. 1 year. All right. One thing I did like about BT was what was I gonna say? Damn. Oh, the Bobby Brown and New Edition. Yo, these dudes, I ain't gonna lie. BT, y'all been killing it. Y'all been killing it with the Y'all been killing it with those movies, man, with the culture. Yo, the New Edition movie was classic. Brilliant. That docu, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Then you double back with the Bobby Brown joint. You know what I'm saying? Way better than Lifetime. Like, continue doing that. We should get a BET docu series every month. Every month, we got the code. We got every story. Like, we got too many stories. Just go down the list. Go down the list. You know what I'm saying? If it's not every month, all right, every season. Do 4 joints a year. Do 4 joints a year. You know what I'm saying? Come on, like all the group like is it's entertaining, it's current, but it's also we always talk about how the younger generation doesn't respect or know anything about the past. How they gonna know if you don't present them certain things? You know what I'm saying? That's a cool thing about verses where we get to get reminded, like, oh, that was fire, that was fire. Um, yeah, so keep doing those shows. Let me see what else. The TV show. Tyler Perry has the TV shows on Smash. He's cool with the let Tyler Perry do the TV shows. Like back in the day, he had like Moesha on Channel 9 or whatever it was, and Thea. Tyler Perry got that. He got let him do that. See what I'm saying? I don't want to see Tyler Perry put together the BET Awards. I don't want to see that. Don't want to see that. Um, the best hip hop award show we had was the Source Awards. BET Awards kind of cool at one point, but I don't want to do. I don't. I'm gonna get into that later. I'm gonna get into that later. Um, the award show game. That's a way bigger discussion. It has to be bigger. The reason why we lose when you see the MTV Awards, it's perceived as MTV music, like the best in music. When you see the BET, it comes off just as only for black people kind of thing, right? Which is what it is. But in order to be, I think when we talk about music, like it should be, we need to have some. We gotta just fix it where it's like, because nobody cares about it if it's like, oh, that's their little thing. You know what I'm saying? Even though the Oscars and the Grammys and that's their little thing too, but it's not perceived like that. It's perceived as the best. So I think the 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 feeling of the BT Awards should be about this is the best in hip hop or arm or whatever or music. Like it should be that. You know what I'm saying? It should focus on like, and it just so happens it's on BT. You know what I'm saying? Like we need to maybe make it a separate award show and then just play it on BT. I think that's the code. That's the code. Hook up with Jay Z and all of them and all that kind of thing. Make a whole separate award show, separate award, and then just air it on BET. So it's not perceived as the BET thing. Just like how the Grammys is the Grammys, and the shows on Channel 4 or 5, whatever channel comes on. Free game for the culture. Free game for the culture. Free game for the culture. All right. Some notes I had. Focus on promoting and highlighting high level black people doing dope shit. That's it. Black men being fathers. Black women excelling in business and greatness, motherhood. Black family. How about that? Togetherness. Diaspora, culture, being family around the world. Um, Dapper Dan doing big moves. Report, highlight like what he's doing in the culture with fashion. Don Peebles, skyscraper, New York City. We got to make that happen. You know what I'm saying? Have a purpose, like just the dopest shit. Make it seem even bigger, and make it highlight the things that we're reporting on and highlighting things that we want to make happen as well. Like so, it may not actually be like done, but make it a mission. Make what we're talking about a mission, right? Um, Follow the story of that the black NASCAR driver dude who won, right? Like just like put us on and just make it fly. It has to be fly. That's our culture. If it ain't fly, we ain't gonna listen to. We ain't gonna rock with it. It gotta be fly. You know what I'm saying? And keep them in regular rotation. Just we should see this black excellence all day. Everybody on that screen, you got to be like, oh, that's the dude who owns that building. He Don Peebles. Oh, like Dapper, yo, that's something that's Hove. Like it gotta just be like so a little kid looking at the TV show is like, but it's also showing back in the day. It did show Diddy, Dr. Dre, is it Bow Wow? It just showed one type of black excellence. Now it should show every type of black excellence. Yo, that's the dude who worked with Nipsey Hussle. He does the coding. He builds apps. That dude's rich. You know what I'm saying? Like yo, like just every aspect, technology, education, sports. You know what I'm saying? Not just before it was rap, it was music and sports. Like we gotta do much more than that. You know what I'm saying? Um, and also just general stories too, like regular people who's not entertaining or whatever the case, or who didn't maybe accomplish something great, but did something great. Like, oh, that kid got the highest SAT scores and whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just like this shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like just some dope stuff. Um, look for those stories. But that's it. Yeah, that's my play on BT. Did Tyler Perry actually buy BT? I do not know. I don't think he did. Um, people who work there, I have a friend who works there. He ain't get the memo. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't know. So please subscribe to the channel right now. Click the link in the bio. It's right there. This is the book, the art album. Check that book out right there, right? Um, to get your free book, your free copy of the art album. If you look, I'll sign it for you. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. If you want a free copy, the link for the free copy is in here. But if you want the signed copy, just email me and we'll make that happen. But yeah, that's it. Peace. I'm about to get out of here. Do what we do.